Silver, we start with daily chart. We want to analyze the chart for the next week. As we can see, when the price was within this move, we mentioned we're looking for sell. And this is what we are in. And we mentioned we expect the price to pretest this low. Okay. Now the thing is, for the next week, whether we can look for the continuation, that's mean we can look for new trade setup or not. Okay, how we can trade it if we get any trade, and for those trade we have it, how we can manage it. Okay, as we can see, we have the breakout of the trend line, and now we want to see how we can trade this, because since the price exactly was within this move, I mean here we mentioned we're looking for buy, sorry, for sell, and when the price was a breakout of this is the first we could get the first sell, because we mentioned we want the price as it should based on the daily chart to break the test. To test the lowest price which I show. But not now the question is whether we can expect for the continuation, or we can expect any big correction or changes. I mean any changes for the next week. Then how we can trade it. Now, if we move to 1 hour chart, first of all, we need to look for this correction. Okay, if next, for example, I give first we talk about the different option, what we can expect, then from there we see how we can trade it. Okay, first thing is, if next week we see this one start to drop as a corrective, we need to be quite careful, because whether we're getting the bigger correction or any reversal. Okay, but that's why we may, I mean, at that times we can discuss if we see this kind of the move, but right now if you want to trade, okay, we cannot have any good trade unless we wait and see how this one can form. Having entry below this is not really good unless this one turn to bigger correction, break the top, then we can consider. That means if we want to look for sell, at least we need this one to break this top. We will have this flat, any sell from there we can take it. Or if the price break the top, maybe we can have entry below this. Okay, in case we couldn't get the trade setup, if we move to 15 minutes we can see it, because when the price was within this move after the breakout of this top, almost we could have entry below this, but as we can see, we're talking about here, when the price tag break after a few hours, it couldn't move and reverse. Okay, if we put here, still we can expect the price tag and reverse, because as I mentioned, this one can turn into a corrective move. That's why if you want to have entry below this, let the price give a correction for one move up to break this top. At least we will look for this flat, then any sell from there we take it, whether we look for this sell setup or having entry below this. Where we, if we're looking for, is almost 24.8. Okay, by the way, we should know that having entry below this, below the low, sometimes easily price can tag and reverse, similar to what I show based on 15 minutes here. Okay, and we should know the aware of the possible, we should be aware of the possibility of this one turn to a corrective move. That's why we want the price to break the top, and from there we look for sell. By the way, still we're looking for sell, because right now we don't have any information for the reversal, unless when the market open we see some changes here, because since the price was within this move we were looking for sell, and this is what we got. Anyway, we just follow the chart when the market open. If I see any changes, then I will share. Thanks.